The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for children's TV enthusiasts, adult virgins, and estranged mothers. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting night terrors, third-degree burns, or demonic possessions that may transpire as a result of listening to this sewage sprinkler. May God have mercy on your soul. Enjoy!
Unnamed Drag Podcast.
I didn't even warn you that I was going to shoot my shot.
Jesus Christ. You just got a notification from some American bird. Like, we're recording you, by the way. Like, fucking trust American people.
Yeah, fucking I am robot parasails into your dining room all of a sudden.
Is that Will Smith?
To tell you that you're live on air. Like, oh my God, is that, what was her name? Sophia? Is that the AI
Siri?
robot? Siri? No.
Alexa.
No, there was that one who's like...
Also, if anyone's watching this loud in a room where there is a certain robot woman, can I just say, Alexa, add dildos to shopping list.
Alexa, email bomb threat to Pentagon. Oh no, you're going to end up on a list.
Oh,
I am.
no.
I am Nana Elizabeth, and I'm so distracted by how I look on the screen today.
I wouldn't know because I'm not looking at you either.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that this hair looks like the back end of a sheep, complete with dangleberries hanging out. But I did like a soft face today, and the more that I look at it, the more that I like it.
This is a soft face.
I don't look as clown party in the eye. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Blink, 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 blink. That's for the listeners at home rather than the viewers. Blink, 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 blink. And then when I smile, it does like a little ting. And then I look to the other side and it goes,
and then you turn, it just goes, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yes, I'm Nana Elizabeth, and I'm wearing a leopard print bra and a wig backwards that looks really fun.
Nice. I'm Mary Lynn Insane, and I'm wearing a dress that I made and my Frankenstein hair.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm really enjoying the fact that you've learned how to do ventilating. Like, it's super fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of like branding your drag. And I think having a flash
with a piece of hot metal.
Yeah. Pinning it down.
Searing a birthmark into it like a hazing.
Marilyn was here.
Yeah.
So many twinks across Nottingham are just like limping home with that brand.
I've just got all of these Greek alphabet like branded into my ass, and then just like a bowl full of cum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been hazed by Marilyn Insane. You're welcome. But yeah, I love like branding your drag, and like I think a flash in your wig of a particular color is a really easy way to do that. I really want to do this whole like Bride of Frankenstein thing. Yeah, like I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to teach myself to ventilate because they don't make Bride of Frankenstein lace fronts.
No,
you'd think you could just Google that, but you can't.
No,
unless you want to do a custom order of like £150. I was like, I'd rather learn a skill.
I think anyone that's wearing a wig like that has absolutely got it custom made. Like I, because I mean, we both know like the absolute boo-boo, the moron Halloween wigs that you can get. Do you remember that one year that I got? What was it called? It was called like the Bathory wig or something. It was just like, why is it because you slit your wrists and then had a battery when you saw how terrible you looked?
Oh, baby. I don't remember that. I think I blocked it out.
It was that Halloween that I got blackout and I fell and I broke my pleasers.
Oh, I wasn't there for that, was I?
No, you were. That was when you were hosting. Can you host Cam for Cam? Yeah, I did something with it to make it not quite as terrible, but it wasn't good. It had volume, but the front was like hard. Do you know what I mean? It was like triple X porn. It was fisting my forehead.
Yeah, not just hardcore. Like you're gonna have to go on Reddit to find it.
Yeah. That's the kind of porn that like you'll find it in the woods and then immediately be like, I've committed a federal offense by holding. I hope the police
don't see me.
Yeah, just by holding this video in my hands, I'm going to prison. Precisely.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go into some shady subreddit. Subreddits is what I was gonna say.
But it's super cute though, and I'm very excited to see what other flashes develop. Because like I've got that one it had like purple in it, and I guess I've got some that have
that would work very well for you actually. Because Nana, You could have a purple rinse.
Yeah, like a purple rinse. But
yeah,
you used to be able to get some pretty decent cosplay wigs that were like silver but had like a splash of color. But then I guess whoever the fictional character that they were based on went out of vogue or fashion, or they got no one wanted. They came out as a Trump supporter. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, maybe
they kind of stopped making the wigs, and then you can't get like the grays with the splash of color. I backed myself into that really frustrating corner as well, where I kept on seeing different shades of silver and gray and being like, oh, that one and that one and that one. But then you can't double stack any of them. And they are just what they are because do you know what I mean? Whereas with black, like black is just black.
Yeah. This is my Lego hair.
You can just build new hairstyles on your head whenever you fancy.
There we go. My name's yours. What's Alaska? Done.
Oh wait, I'm kind of giving that today a little bit. This looks like an Alaska wig from days of yore.
Or that like Laganja Stranger wig that she wore at the finale. Do you remember? I think it was supposed to be like a heart shape, but then like gradually fell apart throughout the evening and just opened like a flower.
Just wilting throughout the entire show.
Yeah, by the end of it, she's just got straight hair.
Yeah, by the end of it, she's all bud because Laganja.
By the end of it, she looks like Cousin It.
Yeah. Poker straight. So yeah, I'm very excited as always for your wig journey, and also I see. Have you just come back from the surgery again?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. What?
They are absolutely obscene, and I'm really excited for you.
I know. See, like,
are they as is, or did you?
These are as is. I haven't. Right. I did have them padded, but then, you know how when I bought them, I was like, most of what I wear is stretchy. I'll be fine. I went to put on, the red sequin dress.
Yeah.
I've worn.
Yeah.
Could not post.
Really? Oh. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so now I'm going to have certain tits for certain looks.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Which makes
isn't
sense.
The worst. Yeah. Like, it's not the end of the world. So long as I try them on and don't just go to a show like, it'll be fine.
Exactly. Everything's going to have to be, like, specifically trialed. Because I'm not wearing it today. I'm just wearing, just my casuals. But
this is your fault.
Yeah, it is. Because you were like, you can get some pretty decent tits on AliExpress. It was like, when am I never not looking at eBay first?
Yeah.
In the whole of my drag career, when has eBay never been my first port of call?
She's your bottom bitch, for sure.
Absolutely. She's Old Faithful. She's Old Yeller. She's spurting off whenever, always on the hour, every single hour, whenever I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your ceiling's always damp and the cold is coming from inside the house.
Out. Yeah, there's a skylight to my attic that wasn't there when I moved in.
Your knickers aren't the only thing with dry rot.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, I have got this little thing that's cooking in the back of my head, and I won't say too much about it yet because
meth?
Meth, sure. It's Sudafed that I've turned into meth. A meth in a thread. So I've got this little project and some looks and things that I would like to do for said project, but they needed the BSNs, the British Sign Naturals, the Massive Mommy Milkers, the Hootie Nanny Honkers, the
knick-knack soapy tits,
the knick-knack knockers, like definitely
knockers. I love the word knockers.
I love knockers. You got some big knockers,
some fucking knockers on you. Ooh.
Jamie Curtis, tits. Sorry, I've been listening to it today whilst I've been sewing. If you don't watch Violating Community Guidelines, don't watch our podcast instead. We're funnier.
Yeah, when you run out of us, go to them.
Yeah, exactly. So I went on eBay and lo and behold, the pearly gates opened and I found exactly what I wanted in the shape of very moderately priced.
Yeah.
Not too... What's the word I'm looking for?
Forward facing.
Yeah, not too forward facing. And they matched my skin tone. And oh, hello.
They can hear you.
I'm getting really overexcited about it.
Knocks over your microphone with your engorged clit.
and they arrived. Maybe I should flash a picture up on the screen at this point. So if you're listening on Spotify, come and have a look, and I will just show you that now I am basically doing porn. Like that's what it is. Yeah. And Marilyn, you were right all along. Titties equal power.
Thing is, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Knowledge. I never meant to be a breastplate girl. I never set out with the intention. Even back in the day, before pre-tits, which seems like a lifetime ago now. But like,
I don't remember her. Do you know what I mean? No, I see her on occasion, and I'm like,
"Who are you?
Are you Demi Moore? Like, who are you?"
But like, I was always like, "Oh, breastplates are kind of like, I don't know, they felt like cheating a little bit, even though they're not."
And costly, because when we're going back to when breastplates first came on the scene, they were like
queens, like
$1,000 for a pair of honkers. Like,
you'd have to sell a kidney, easy.
Mine aren't worth $1,000, but thanks.
No, yours are gone, babe. You're running liquid through dust.
Mine looks like a burnt steak, if you griddled. If you left it on the barbecue for all of summer, that's what my kidney looks like.
Those track lines that they paint on Burger King,
just smoked and dried with grid marks on it. Yeah, exactly. Mine looks like an insole to a shoe.
But like a used one.
Yeah, exactly. One that you got from like the hospice charity shop. Anyway.
But yeah, I never set out to be a breastplate girl. But as you know, and as some of our listeners may be aware, I'm a very hairy man.
Yeah.
And I used to shave from the belly button up every time I got in drag. So the second I realized I don't have to do that. Oh,
there are options out there.
I went through a phase, and you can see it on this channel, of only wearing high necks or only wearing. I used to like try and get away with like nude leotards and stuff.
Get away with
thing. It was bad, really bad. So now I get to not shave and look fucking great. Are you kidding? Of course I'm going to do that.
I mean, that is the one kind of thing that I'm going to have to learn how to like navigate, is where they meet does cut off where my tattoos are. So I think if I wear them with anything, I'm going to have to kind of like make it so that it's something with like a thick strap or arms.
I mean, I guess, but also your tattoos aren't really like, if you've got a thick strap, no one knows where your tattoos end. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for the most part,
be like, hey, you're missing a point.
Well, I mean, there is like a bit of there's like a sentence down there, and I guess it wouldn't matter quite so much. And I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like once I have a player, once I have a player, spend some time with the girls, get to know them, build up a bit of a rapport, a bit of a relationship, and or then also just put them on and just take some fucking hilarious pictures, which I then send to everyone that I know, going, "Look at this."
I mean, that's part of the fun. I've just invested in some new tits. Of course, I'm going to send them to my sister and say, look, they're better than yours.
Oh, God. Yeah, literally. I was just like talking to anyone saying, hey, you seem like you're having a bad day. Do you want to be cheered up? And it's just me like,
but not in drag, just in tits.
Just with a wig on.
Yeah. Because you were feeling it as well.
Oh,
like, you know, when you can tell, like it starts and you're just taking the piss, and then after a while you're like doing hair flips and like,
exactly.
Like Sweet Cherry Pie's playing. You've got a soapy sponge from somewhere.
I'm suddenly on a car bonnet.
Yeah, I'm like, where did you get a fucking Corolla? That's insane.
Yeah, like, you're past the point of no return when you're just applying a thin strip of E6000 on the inside and pressing it down like, these ain't coming off. These have molded to me now.
Speaking of E6000, okay. I've been rhinestoning today.
Oh, lordy.
Because as we both know, Pride do be coming.
Pride do be coming, and by the time this goes out, Pride do be coming very soon. Wait,
no, this goes out after, doesn't it?
How many days are there in July? So Nottingham
this
Pride.
This goes out on the 31st.
It does. I was like, 30 days couldn't remember the rhyme. So
this goes out the day after Pride.
Yes. So at this very point, we will be getting ready again to go out and do more drag. Yeah,
Yes.
after doing drag until 3 a.m. the night before, after starting doing drag at I don't know what time, because we would have gone and done the Pride March and then hosted and then I'm already tired.
Same, bitch. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? Yeah, like
wait,
we've got...
there's a bit of earphones still left in my ear. I really need to get new in-ear headphones again. Sorry.
Just want to take this opportunity to say you disgust me.
Yes, I'm so gross. How much does a pair of headphones cost? And I'm like, I'll just keep letting this bit break off.
It's fine. What if it's in my brain?
I fall asleep like listening to podcasts and stuff, and I'll wake up in the night and that bit will be missing, and then I'll have like all these little circle marks like on my skin where I've just been rolling over it. It's like, you've got
a grip. Grow up.
You've got bed bugs with huge mouths. Like, what's happened to you?
You got bed bugs or leeches?
Anyway, so yeah, you've been right, because Pride is coming up at point of recording, but will have been by the time this goes out.
Yeah, so did everyone have a nice Pride?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because today we will hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, be doing the Nottingham pageant
at Le Castle.
Le Castle with Liz.
Yes.
Who's putting it together. I'm already so excited for that.
I'm so excited as well. So if you're listening now in real time and it's not 3 o'clock, go online and make sure that it's definitely still going ahead, and then come and join us. If it's not going ahead, I'm fumming in advance because it's going to be lit.
If it's not going ahead, buy me cake because I will be crying.
Yes.
I'm really excited for that.
Send me some vegan yo sushi so that I can eat my feelings. Yeah, absolutely.
Because also, like, we're judging.
I know.
Oh, we're really good at judging.
I know.
It's like, basically, what Liv said was, you're old, come judge.
You're the world's oldest girl. Why don't you Will you come and be on a a judges panel? Yeah.
There's young people on the panel, though, so that makes me feel a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, there's a nice little mixture of individuals who are going to be both judging and also performing. And also, it's just kind of like fun to do. Like, we don't really do as much kind of pageant competition culture over in like the UK comparatively to like in Canada and the Americas and Brazil and stuff like that. Like, you do get little pockets of it and people do like have a go at it, but it's not like, for example, there's one that happens like like a bunch of them that happen every single year without fail. Like, we don't have that.
No.
There was
I think I'd be good at it.
Like what, like the pageant life? Yeah.
She's beauty and she's grace. She fell and hit her face.
She's spraying me with mace.
Her favorite fish is place. Yeah, I could do that. I probably couldn't. I don't know.
I mean, would you want to? Like, that's the thing.
Here's the thing. I would enjoy it, the aspect of it. I would just hate all the other competitors.
And
because drag queens are really annoying.
Yeah, you've also got to go in with the attitude that you're absolutely going to fucking like crush person win it, I suppose.
I go in with that attitude to
everything that you do, baby.
I go into a Sainsbury's with that attitude.
I go into the toilet.
Yeah, I'm going to crush this. It really hurts, but I do. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's monstrous.
I am a gun at a knife fight.
Yeah, precisely. So I don't know. I think for me personally, I'd give it a bash. I think.
I feel like you're very cerebral, and I don't have a brain. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I can vibe with that. Yeah.
So I think if someone said something catty and pageanty to you, you might churn that until it crystallizes and kills you.
Sure, I might fall apart like your squirt-soaked ceiling.
Maybe, I don't know. Or you might let it you might light a fire under your eye.
I mean, with me, It always, I think it always depends who's saying the thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, because I say some horrible stuff to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation on a pod like not that long ago. People say horrible stuff to us, and I'm just like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I guess they're not like judging with sincerity. They're just like being, bitchy, catty.
Cunts.
They're just, trying to get with the whole like drag reading, sis. Oh, whatever. And also, it's never a read. It's always just an insult. I would just like to specify that.
Because reading is what? Difficult. So don't try it.
9 times out of 10, I've never been read or shaded. I've just been insulted.
Yeah.
the finesse.
Going up to a drag queen and saying, that wig's shit. Not a read.
Not a read, just an insult.
Reading Hanty. No.
Yeah. Drag her, sis. Like, no, that's not what we're doing here. So in terms of if someone was actually giving me like a critique, and if it was someone who obviously I respected and admired as much as you and your gassy self, although in to be honest, I think you're a bad example actually, because when you critique me,
bad at most things.
Blinks with both eyes. When you critique me, it's always coming from a place of like, bitch, you know that you can do better, so just go and be better.
I know what you're capable of.
Which is frightening.
Yeah. The stars themselves shall hide.
The very moon shall spin from its orbit.
Yeah, I know that if you could be arsed, you'd destroy the world.
Oh, do you know what I mean? I'd be unstoppable if I could just get out of bed before 9:30.
But no, yeah, exactly. I think we know that when we slag each other off, or read each other. Sometimes we do just slag each other off, but like it's part of the fun.
It's all good, baby.
We learned it.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like if you were, I mean, people can't tell you shit, which is what I think is wonderful. But if you were being critiqued or judged, let's say that you're stood on the stage of Broom's Drag Race, and you just get like a scathing insult, do you think that you would be able to keep your mouth shut, or would you try and get out of it with comedy, or would you just stand there and be like, thank you? What would be your style? I'm so curious.
I don't know until you're in that position.
Yeah.
I feel like if they absolutely tore me to shreds and like hated what I was doing, I don't know. I'd probably just be like, oh. All right.
Yeah.
I've got all I can do about it now. I've packed.
Yeah, I've come from a place where you can't tell me shit, and you've just told me I'm shit. Wait, what?
I'd just be like, wow, this is new, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd probably have to make it funny so I didn't cry.
But you're pretty unspookable. Like
I am.
Because you're so spooky.
Yeah, I mean, nothing makes me cry because I've been... never mind. Oof, let's not go there.
No. Nothing makes you cry better than you. You're very good at being like, I need a cry on.
I'm gonna go dust off the cobwebs with a fountain of tears.
Yeah. Exactly. I
come back like, fight me.
Yeah, I need to like bleed the pipes on, my radiator. I don't know what the analogy is. Like,
housework.
Yeah. Like, I need to do something about this leak. Can somebody get me the screaming bucket? And then
does anybody have any sellotape?
Do you know what I mean? I'll just get it out the way and then I'll carry on with my day. Yeah. You're one of those. I'm sort of in between the middle of someone that never cries and someone that cries a lot. I think I'm
more out of frustration than anything.
Oh my God, how do you know that about me? That's absolutely true.
I've known you a while.
Yeah.
I've seen you cry probably once, but you were really, really drunk.
Yeah.
And you were frustrated.
Yeah.
But also just being a bit of a twat.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I can make myself really sad and still not cry. But yeah, if I get frustrated, mama, It's coming.
There's fuck all I can do.
It's the only way to get the pressure out, whereas sadness, I'll just wallow in it.
Can I just ask, how did we get from pride to crying?
I don't know. I think we were talking about being judged.
Oh yes, of course. How do you think you'd cope?
Which
with
at the
it?
moment, look at us. That's an impossible task.
Ain't nobody can judge this.
Do you know what
God
I mean?
already has.
Yeah.
And failed. Hi, I'm Mary Lynn Insane, and today I'm going to fight God.
Hi, my name's Nana Elizabeth. I'm going to stand in the corner and watch. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny that's my kink, is someone just, sucker punching a deity. Like, that's a specific fantasy.
So if you were on Le Drag Race, on Repel's Dark Roast, on Repel's Dark Roast, would you... do you think you'd be able to take if they absolutely just hated what you were doing? That's the thing. Sometimes they just hate it.
Yeah, but
they don't understand what you're trying to serve.
Yeah, I think that I've gotten to a point with what I do in terms of drag is that the only person I'm ever really trying to make gag anymore these days is usually myself, and then maybe you a little bit, because I do like it when you like my shit, obviously.
Sometimes, yeah. Every now and again, I'll be like, wow, you're really good at what you do. Don't let it get to your head.
Yeah, don't make it a thing. But well,
don't tell people I said that.
Yeah, well done for today. But shh, I never said that. Yeah, I think because I'm... how can I phrase this? I always want to like what I do first, because otherwise what's the point in like letting it leave the house or putting it on the internet or something like that. It's like, even when I do something really stupid on like an Art Hall Tuesday, and I'm just like, I know no one, like, this isn't going to get half as much traction as like a thirst pick or like a pretty drag face or something, but I've had a good time making it. But then equally, I suppose, because Art Hall Tuesday is a challenge, there are some days where like I haven't finished or it's not gone how I wanted it to, and I've still put it online. But if I truly fucking hated it, I would just literally, I'd do a post that was just like, not today, guys, because I hate it that much. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever taken a face off?
And started again? Yeah, the other week. I had to start again. Do you remember?
Oh, no, but that was sweat.
That was because the makeup would not settle. There was something with the humidity and the primer that I was using. Like, I couldn't get the base to sit, so I had to start from get-go. Other than that, no, never. I've just powered through and just been like, you get what you get.
I've done it once. I did a whole face of makeup when I auditioned for Drag Race season 1. I did a full face, started recording, and all I could see was the face that I'd just done. And if I don't care what I'm doing, like today, I threw this on in less than an hour and I look amazing. No one can tell me shit. I look great.
It's when you think about it too much.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was sat there looking in the camera because I'd thought like, right, this is Drag Race. I need to make sure this is perfect. And it wasn't, because I was looking at it this close the whole time. And then you pull away and you're like, oh God, what's happened? That's not me. So I was looking at it in the viewfinder the whole time thinking, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit.
And then you can't
like, hi, I'm Mary Lynn Insane. Give me a spot on your telly. No. So I took it off and I was like, I'll do it another day. This is shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
for a show.
No, never. Because it's normally dark in there, so fuck it.
I mean, there comes a point when you do sort of go, well, they get what they get.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, if you fuck up your eyebrows, have you heard of this thing called a fringe? Absolute lifesaver.
I believe the Americans refer to it as bangs.
Bangs, of course. Yeah. She bangs. She bangs. She
plays. A singular bang.
She says, just one bang. I think, wouldn't you just call that like a pump?
Yeah. It's not a full bang.
It's not a full bang. It's just
it's just a squish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just a little frottage.
2 pumps and a squirt.
A little frottage bang. Awful.
That's a Betty Page.
Oh yeah, regretty Page. When your bangs are like shit. Yeah. So I mean, if I was like stood there in the moment, and also going back to the thing about like when I get frustrated, when I recently had the little epiphany of how long it takes me to do something, because I don't like to rush. I like to fuck around and fanny about. If they were like, okay, 3 looks for this challenge and we're filming the episode over 2 days, and I'm just like, oh no, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I suppose.
Whereas I don't like to fuck around.
Yeah, you like to get it done. But I guess what would then end up happening is, in order to like meet the brief, I'd probably have to do like a simplification of what my initial brain would have gone, do this, and it would have been something huge or like more elaborate. And then what would happen? I'd go out and I would just feel okay rather than great about what I'd done. I don't know. It's just, do I want that pressure to have to like compromise things? I don't know. A bearded bitch just got on France's Drag Race though, so
that's true.
Maybe in the next series.
Didn't they have drag kings in the opening episode just to like help out the queens? And it was a bit like,
that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, do better.
Yeah, like why are they just here to help out? That's not. That doesn't feel great.
The hired help.
Imagine being an artist in your own right and then being like, you can hold a brush.
Yeah. Do you want to come and be a nanny? Like, what the actual fuck? No, I didn't know that.
It was a bit gross.
Yeah, that is kind of gross. Oh, and also...
That's my chair, by the way, not my abdomen.
No, I know what noise your abdomen makes.
She only screams when she needs to feed.
After 7 or 8 years of knowing you, bitch, I know exactly.
I know the noise, I know the smell, and I know the taste.
Yeah. Like, have you ever filled a whoopee cushion with jam and then driven over it with your car?
Jesus Christ, it looks like that as well. It's the same visual.
I'm just remembering back to the time when we recorded that podcast after a day of filming, when we were getting out of drag, and just before we hit record, you did that like...
That was when I was wearing a silk slip and it literally moved.
It billowed like a curtain.
It was a proper like whomp.
Oh, it's like, is that one of the Hepburn sisters? Like, why has that gown got so much movement? Is that Beyonce's wig?
Yeah, it was.
God, how did we get onto this conversation?
I have no idea. Where were we? What are we talking about? Who are we?
Okay, so other stuff that's happened recently that we would potentially like to advise everyone about. Oh, one of the things is we've been on radio again. We've been working with...
Won't that be going on today? This is posted as well.
Yes, which is seamless segue. Thank you, Marilyn, for remembering the actual date.
Sometimes I throw up, but other times I'm useful.
Sometimes we're all right. So it'll still, the first program, I don't know if it'll be on Catch Up. No, it will still be on Catch Up.
It should be, yeah. It's there for like a good month at least.
It's there for 30 days. So you can go and listen to Querying Knots with Mary Lynn Insane and Nana Elizabeth, where we've been talking to the LGBT community.
Yes. The Alphabet Mafia. Huh?
Yeah, I like the way you work, kid. LGBT.
Or LGBTQ.
LGBTQ. Yeah. So we've been talking to the queer community. We did one about the nightlife scene, and we talked to some local performers and
club owners.
And pub owners, and then the one that's coming out today, I think at 5:00, is all about gender identity. And again, we've spoken with people from the queer community about LGBTQ about their experiences. So yeah, please go and listen to that and talk about how amazing it was, because we are just dying to get on their payroll.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we keep doing work for the BBC, and I fucking love it. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, I've heard your breakfast show. I've been on your breakfast show. I could do that.
Yeah. I could do that whilst pretending to be in drag.
Yeah. What do you mean? We're always in drag on the radio.
Like, I don't even know who that dickhead man is that you see on my Instagram sometimes. It's all just me, baby. Oh, fake. So yeah, please go and listen to that, because like we've been having a blast making them, and it would be lovely to keep on making more.
Yes, we made them with the amazing Hansa.
Yeah, she's lit.
Such a fucking diamond.
Actually, like a genuine ally where it's not just lip service. She's going into meetings and like slamming down her binders and pulling off her glasses and just being like, more content that is representative of lots of different communities. And that's exactly what they've been listening to and making happen.
She'll be halfway through a meeting and then she'll slap someone across the face and be like, put a queer in this. And they do. And they do.
Why is this program so white? Like flipping chairs.
Why is it so heteronormative?
Exactly. Oh my God. It's just like, yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
absolutely mega babe.
Total mega babe. So that's been absolutely lit and super fun. But other than that, I mean, for the rest of the year, now that Pride's over, what are we going to be doing?
Killing ourselves. We just find a tree and burrow underneath it until next Pride.
Oh, like a sexy cicada?
Exactly.
Is that it?
Like a sex cicada.
A sex. Takes out headphones, walks out, walks on set.
Welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
Can't compete with that, you motherfucker. But yeah,
we're still doing glad rags. We're still doing drag bingo.
Still doing drag bingo. By this point, by this point, everyone should hopefully know by now that my new music project with Franks is out, Gay Boy. We debuted at Rough Trade at the last Glad Rags on the 2nd of July. So am I allowed to put the link in the description box? Are people allowed to go and...
Can you imagine if I said no?
No.
No, sorry. We can't do that. No, it's conflict of interest.
I'll put the links for that in the box because that's something that's really exciting.
Guys, it's actually really good.
Thank you so much.
Usually when your friend does something, you're like, wow, that was really good. After it, I was like, no, that was actually really good. I'm quite impressed. It was really good. You should be very proud of it.
Like, I didn't expect that to come from you old fucking moose.
I know. Neither did I. That's why I'm saying it.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it when you're sincere and insulting at the same time. It's like it's my sweet spot. It's like where I've taken a Valium and also a hit of meth at the same time.
Uppers, downers, and dicks.
Yeah, uppers, downers, candy corn. I am talking to God and I am hearing responses back.
Well, tell him he's late for our fight.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's weird to think it is now officially July is over. We're fully into the rest of the year, like the rest of 2022, and I just don't know how that's happening so fast.
I had a bit of a crisis sort of like the end of last month where I was looking at the calendar as to when I take the bin out, and I looked at it and I was like, too much time's passed. I've not done enough. My life is just going.
Too much time's passed, and you've not done enough, but also you've done so much, and that is the curse of the modern age. Yeah.
I have when you just like look at it and you're like, where's that time gone? Oh God, I'm 30. Oh God, I'm mortal. Oh God, I'm gonna die soon.
I mean, bitch, we're filming this like, in advance of the fact that things are about to go crazy. Again, why we couldn't get together at IRL is because our schedules are positively bedeviled with meetings, etc.
Also, I thought I was ill. But look, it's still negging.
But, like being run down and like busy and shit like that. Yeah, of course, you're going to like need to take a COVID test. But what I was going to say is I've not even finished watching Stranger Things and I've not started Umbrella Academy. And I am furious.
They're both really good. I've managed to squeeze those in.
Oh, God.
But I'm very good at setting boundaries.
I think also for you, because you've got like the corporate business numbers job, like your day kind of can finish at 4, whereas my day can like start at 10 and then I'll have a gap in the middle and then I'll pick shit up again and then I'll go and do something else. I'm not very good at sticking to like a rigid schedule.
Fair, my boss has said that I don't have, so long as I work my work, I don't have to stick to those hours, but I just don't know what would happen if I didn't.
Well,
I don't think I have your discipline.
Well, I am also a fan of like working like at breakneck, ridiculous speed for a very intense period of time and then having more time to just, I don't know, I spend a lot of time sitting and thinking about shit. Sounds really depressing.
It's just another way you can take fucking forever to do anything.
I spend a lot of time letting things percolate in the back of my head, so much so that they go right to the back of my head and I forget.
Nice.
I forget what I'm supposed to be considering.
Well, it's like I said, you're very cerebral. And I'm not.
I'm just fucking stupid. Like,
I'm insane.
And you know,
alone we're nothing, but together we're worse.
Do you know when you talk to people and they're just like, "Oh, have you ever been for like, a diagnosis to see if there's like something neurodivergent about you?" And I'm just like, I don't need to know. Like, I'm 35 years old. It's not going to change anything to be able to like have it written on a piece of paper.
That's
like,
it. TikTok keeps telling me I've got ADHD, and I might do, and that's fine.
Yeah, I'm forever like being reminded of is it stimming? Like
Which one's that?
So stimming is like it's like an ASD behavior of your, like an autistic trait of little things that you do to like comfort and soothe yourself that they can be noises, repetitive, like
but everyone does
kind
that,
of like body movements.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. If I want to comfort myself, I'll tickle my thumb. I do that quite a lot. Well, I just center myself.
like you're like just twirling a teeny tiny nip. I'm tuning in an invisible radio.
Yeah, like, ooh, I'm getting there. Yeah. Or like you've seen me, when for some reason, when we're doing radio and I have to do my like, hello and welcome to BBC Radio Nottingham, because I know no one can see me, but I just feel like I have to add energy. So I'm like, hello and welcome to BBC Radio Nottingham. My name is Mary Lynn. I just have my arms in the air for no fucking reason. And I don't even know I'm doing it.
Like you're on a
like Hamza will laugh and I'll look up and be like, oh.
Yeah. Your presenter arms, I call them. I really like them. Hello. It's like
it just makes me think of that Elmo gif where it's just like fire behind, like
the fucked up Elmo cake in hell. Yeah, that's you.
Hit me. For fuck's sake.
God.
I feel like everyone has those little there's no such thing as normal.
Yeah, it's a spectrum, isn't it? Like no one's getting out of this no one's getting out of this alive. Can you imagine
if you were quote unquote normal? If you went to an office job and you had nothing, like, that sounds bad. I'm not trying to downplay. If you were a straight person who had no adversity during school and then you just had a job and then like a dog and a kid, do you know what I mean? If you were on the normal path and were perfectly well adjusted and like, what would that look like?
This is the search for who is Steve Boring.
Yeah.
Like that's who it is in my head. Like Steve Boring, he's got no.
The thing is, Steve Boring doesn't know he's Steve Boring.
No, of course Steve Boring doesn't know. Like he's very much just like.
And I don't want him to.
He's like the Friday. Am I right? Like he's not funny, but he's pleasant. Do you know what I mean? All that sort of. And he's just got like no problems, I guess. Or
sounds great.
It sounds, I don't know, kind of dull.
Yeah, I wouldn't be as funny.
Yeah, if you didn't have the trauma to make you hilarious, then what was the point? But you know what? I thought of a paradox the other day, which is
a box you put a parrot in. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was like if someone was to do a study on who the least famous person in the world was, right? The least well-known, like the least famous.
Well, that'd be quite sad.
No one's... Yeah, but then when they publish the paper, it's a paradox because then that will catapult them out of being unknown into some kind of public arena. Not necessarily famous, but then people will know of them. So therefore, that's why it's a paradox, because you can't do the study without then making that person like renowned in some way.
Another brain thing,
and I call that the art hole conundrum.
Don't look into my art hole.
Yeah, I set up a Wikipedia page about it, like trying to make it a thing.
But there's the line of thought, like, so if people ask, like, how do you know you exist? And it's like, well, because I interact with people and they know I exist, and together we confirm that each other exists. It's like, so are you only real because people know you exist? Because by that logic, Mickey Mouse is more real than you are.
Yeah, sure.
And
It's like, how much person are you?
Yeah.
What's that episode of 30 Rock where
Never seen it.
Jenna becomes a producer and she walks in wearing a top that says business slut, which is like amazing. So she's an actress on the show, obviously, but she gets a show with like a producer's credit when they get to the 5th season. And they're like, oh, it's a vanity credit. Like, it doesn't mean anything. But then she comes to the producer's meeting in a business slut t-shirt and a jacket. And when she's looking at the budget and she's just like, I love this. It turns people into sums of money. Other than Tracy Jordan, I'm the most person out of everyone. Yeah. So like, how do you kind of grade things because of all of these different factors?
Well, if you've ever worked in a corporate position and you have some sort of like death in service insurance type thing, there's also like, what happens if I lose an arm? What happens if I lose a foot? And you look at like how much your body parts are worth and you just sort of sigh and go, yeah, that's about right. Remember
what we said earlier about my kidney?
Yeah.
About my burnt out moccasin.
See, that would be worth a lot, but that's only because people would assume that it's a fossil and try and sell it to a museum. Yeah.
Exactly. And much like most things in a museum, it will not belong there and you should give it back.
Please.
Oh, God. I think
we've set the world to right.
I think we did our job today.
We talk about everything and literally nothing.
Yeah, and I think that's at the heart of what the Unnamed Drag podcast has always really wanted to get to. We never set out with any intention to be like a beauty blog or a social commentary. It's just nuns full of cum having fun.
Also, this is the noise that rimming makes. Sorry. Knowledge.
That's rimming on an old man. It's not as juicy as it used to be.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for listening. I hope I saw you at Pride. I hope you had a lovely time.
Absolutely. I hope that you got lots of photographs with us. And
Tag us, you slut.
That if you did get a photograph with us, that you were respectful and kind about it and didn't immediately grab Marilyn's big honkers.
Oh, I know it's tempting, but consent is important.
Consent is very sexy. But yeah. Happy day after Nottingham Pride. Let's
enjoy your hangover.
Let's go crush August pussy, and we'll see you in a month.
Love you, bye.
Oh, is that
Unnamed Drag Podcast?
Bongos.
No, Zoom keeps getting rid of your bongo boobies. I want to hear the cotton thud. Tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
Okay. I think we've got